Tight on money and you just want to get a bourbon collection going?
If I'm tight on money, I probably have less than $100.
But you want a bourbon collection.
But I do want a bourbon collection, so $100 ought to do it.
So we're gonna give you 5 whiskeys that will total $100 to get your bourbon collection going.
Not just 5 whiskeys, but 5 bourbons.
Yeah, 5 bourbons. All right,
Let's dive in.
let's dive in. First whiskey on the list, Old Forester 86 proof.
And it should be the first whiskey on the list because that is delicious. I don't care. This is the first one you should buy. It's delicious.
It's great, super crushable, delicious. One of the things that you're gonna see on this list is that we are going to try to get different palettes here to like accommodate for different things.
Okay.
You don't just want all the same kind of bourbon.
Right, I also want a bourbon that I love this one straight. So I want bourbons that I can mix and bourbons that I can drink straight.
I mean, this price point, you can probably mix anything you want.
That is fair. Averaging $20 a bottle.
Yeah, so going with that, this bottle costs $21.
$20.80.
$20.80 average MSRP, we're gonna go.
Don't cut them out of their 20 cents.
All right, fine. I mean,
You got 2 dimes to rub together. Then you'll be real tight on money.
Next bottle, Evan Williams 1783.
If I'm starting a collection, I want this to drink. This is a beautiful bottle.
It's a nice bottle, but it does taste good too.
It does also taste good, yes.
It costs about $20, average MSRP. We are basing our prices off Booze app, which is a self-reporting, like, hey, this is what I pay, this is what the MSRP is in my area, whatever type thing. So we are looking at nationwide MSRP. If you're outside the United States, sorry. I already know that your prices are gonna be higher.
Okay, this is good.
It's good, and it's a different flavor profile than the Old Forester.
Yes,
right?
it is.
There's a lot of like really sweet notes here, the banana that we've gotten in the past. This one's got a lot more spice. You know, we're talking about a Heaven Hill product, different mash bill completely, you know. And so you're gonna get a very different flavor profile than you're gonna get from the Old Forester.
Yeah, I can get behind this one too.
Next bottle,
Not knowing what he's pulling off the shelf.
Rebel 100.
Yes. Is the purpose of this one for the 100 proof? And that it's...
Multiple reasons.
You've got a variety of proofs. So you want something higher proof.
Yeah, so a little bit higher proof. We are going from 86, 90 to 100. That's not going to be the overall expectation here, but
right. But you do want a range of proofs if you're going to have a whiskey collection.
The second thing is that this is a wheated bourbon, right?
Oh,
so these
yes, good call.
These two have rye in the secondary grain in the mash bill. This is a wheated bourbon, and it only costs $20. Is this as good as, say, Larceny, which is the same mash bill from the same distillery, not the same producer, but it's basically the same whiskey at 92 proof, and it's more expensive. Like $4 to $6 more expensive.
That's not $4 better.
That's not $4 better.
It's $2 better. I also like these bottles. What are you pulling?
Just making sure that I'm right about prices. Since you're really concerned about those dimes.
I am concerned about those dimes. Right now we're 80 cents over our average. We're gonna have to cut 80 cents out somewhere.
Oh.
One of these bottles is gonna be cheaper.
Shoot.
What is it?
$22.
$22.
$22.
Oh, we might be in trouble.
Yeah, we'll see. Rebel 100, according to Booze app, is a average of $19.20.
Nice. These average out to 20 now.
Whiskey number 4 is gonna be the Ezra Brooks. Now this is a lot cheaper bottle. This is only about $14 in most places, but is easily accessible like most of these bottles. And for $14, you are getting a 90 proof whiskey.
That's nice.
And it is a very different flavor profile than the rest of these 3. This is from Lux Row, which is currently believed to be sourcing from Heaven Hill, which is where you get Evan Williams from. But they do charcoal mellow this, so it does change the flavor a bit. You're getting like a solid 90 proof pour for 14 bucks.
Yeah, that's great.
Before we move on to our last whiskey on this, we had a few honorable mentions that I did not put in this because of availability issues. So to start, I'm gonna mention the Benchmark series, the full lineup from the bonded, the small batch, the single barrel, the full proof.
Yeah, I think those are all great.
They're all around,
if you can get them.
If you can get them. They're all around $20, a little bit less, a little bit more depending on the bottle. They're all fantastic whiskeys from Buffalo Trace. If you can get them at the right price, don't go spending like Stag Junior prices on the full proof one. That's just ridiculous. But if you can't get them, go ahead and do it. They're not available in our area. We are able to get them in other states. The other bottles that I want to mention is the Very Old Barton bottles. So there's, I believe, 4 of them. There's the 80 proof, the 86 proof, the 90 proof, and the 100 proof. I've heard really good things about the 90 and the 100. We really enjoyed the 80 proof one, and we enjoy 1792 small batch, which is from the same distillery. Now that's a lot higher price. It's a $30 bottle. 90 proof version, it should be about $20, and the bottle and bond should be about $20 too, thereabouts or lower. Keep those bottles in mind. If you have access to them, they're not available everywhere. Go ahead and pick them up. All the bottles we've done so far should be accessible everywhere. Our last bottle is actually kind of split a little bit.
Yeah.
And again, it kind of like the honorable mentions, it has to do a little bit with availability. The two bottles will be the Fighting Cock and the Evan Williams Bottled and Bond. Both these bottles are from Heaven Hill, just like the Evan Williams 1783. We can't get Fighting Cock here in Pennsylvania or in the neighboring state of Ohio. I actually got this through an Indiana store. And if you can't get this, this is really close.
It's a great substitute.
Awesome substitute. But this is a really good bottle. We got actually some banana notes on it, kind of like we did on the Old Forester.
Yeah.
They both cost about $17. This is 3 proof points higher. This one's bottled and bond, so you are going to get different taste profiles, but from the same distillery, they're both really good. Say for a fact that this one is great for mixing in cocktails. I like making
Excellent.
Great mint juleps. So total we got...
We are less.
These two come to 40.
Yeah, those two come up to 40.
This comes to like 62. 76.
76.
Plus 17.
Plus 17, so 93?
We're still in their budget.
Yeah, you got money for gas.
Now, if you do want to spend that $7 on upgrading things, we haven't had this yet on the show, but I would recommend checking out the Old Forester 100 proof as well. If you like this, I am told you'll love the 100 proof. And one other honorable mention, because I feel like people are going to yell at us if we don't, is the Wild Turkey 101. We don't care for it.
It's okay.
It's okay, but we don't like the heavy rye spice.
I do, but I have to be in the right mood for it. And actually, I might think of adding that to my 5 for $100 because it has that different taste profile. That is a different profile, and if that's something you're into,
yeah,
maybe replace one of these with that.
I would if I just couldn't find a spot for it. So.
How much is it?
Average MSRP is 25.
25, okay, so you could bump any one of these, not these, not this. You could bump any one of these 3.
Honestly, if I was to give a recommendation, I'd say drop this one, spend a little bit more than 100, and get the Wild Turkey, just to get a different taste profile.
It's 25?
Yeah.
Okay, now you're at 105. That's not bad.
Yeah, not bad. But to stick to our $100 limit, this is our recommendations.
And pay for gas.
Usually we have a drink in hand when we do videos. We don't this time, so until next time, may the winds of fortune sail you.
May it always be the other guy who says,
This drink's on me.